It's been a long time in the making and almost failed, but now EU member countries have agreed to a law that will force companies to uphold environmental and human rights standards in their supply chains. The green light came only after major compromises on the original text were made.
Tin production at the company Stanoil in Germany. Here, efforts have been made for several years to trace the supply chain for the tin used. The company does this voluntarily. Due to the proposed law, many more companies in the EU will need to check if their supply chains use child labor or cause environmental damage, such as through deforestation. Though not as many companies are affected as initially planned. The original version aimed to include all companies that have more than 500 employees and an annual turnover of at least 150 million euros. Now, the proposed rules will only apply to EU companies with more than 1,000 staff and a turnover above 450 million euros. That would have meant around 20,000 companies would be forced to document the origin of everything they sold. Countries including Germany and Italy, which are home to many small and medium-sized companies, feared the original law would hit them unfairly. That number has fallen to under 6,000. Even so, the German Chamber of Commerce says the new law means a lot of red tape and would also make products more expensive for companies and consumers. The Worldwide Fund for Nature also opposes the compromise, but it says the EU has reduced the package to a shadow of its former self. The European Parliament will now have to give its approval to the changes to the legislation if it's to become law.